welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a unique but really easy to care for pet, the hissing cockroach, or the Madagascar hissing cockroach. The Madagascar hissing cockroaches are one of the largest species of roaches in the world. So these unique pets are 2 to 4 inches and weigh up to an ounce. They're fairly long-lived, 2 to 5 years. This is Jerry. Jerry's been in my family for about 3 years. We honestly didn't expect him to live this long. He did have a wife. We named them Ben and Jerry because, you know, famous couples. Ben and his wife passed away. They had a bunch of babies. They didn't really make it because we didn't really know how to take care of them. We have more hissing cockroaches that have had babies, and we're gonna do a lot better of a job this time. Jerry is a very good boy. He eats vegetables, so they're really easy to care for. If you have other reptiles, just give them your spare vegetables. We give them fresh vegetables, but you could do, if your veggies are spoiling, you can give them some of that. Roaches aren't that picky. They can actually go a month or 2 without food, which is insane, but we offer ours food and water. So you can keep a bunch of them in the same container, but you want to make sure there's a good male to female ratio. Males will fight to the death. We keep Jerry by himself because we love Jerry and we don't want him to fight any of our other roaches. So how we keep him, he gets his own 5-gallon aquarium, has a bunch of logs, substrate, a food dish, a water dish. He's a pretty spoiled dude. You can honestly keep them in a tub, sort of like you would keep dubia roaches. You just gotta make sure the humidity stays a little high because they are tropical, and then they do prefer it warmer, so if you can keep it in the 80s, it's pretty easy. Just slap a heat mat on the side of your enclosure. So these guys don't have wings like other cockroaches. They can be pretty fast, but as you can see, Jerry is pretty content sitting here. You want to make sure that they can't fall though, so I have my lap right here in case you should fall, because their exoskeleton could pop and that wouldn't be good. Males and females do make hissing noises. It's actually pretty startling. So even though they're really docile, it's actually kind of scary when you hear your hissing cockroach make its noise. Insects have 3 parts of their body: the head, thorax, and abdomen. Despite having a head like all insects do, they actually can't bite you. They can't really hurt you. A lot of people think that roaches carry diseases and are dirty. They're actually pretty clean. They don't carry really any diseases. It's a really nice, like, docile, safe pet to own. There is sexual dimorphism between males and females. On their head, males actually have 2 horns while the females are very smooth. Males battle, they actually ram each other with the horns. So they're kind of like what you would see in rhinoceroses or mountain goats. So it's kind of interesting. Males also have these pointed structures at the end of their abdomen. Here is a female. As you can see, it doesn't have those horns on the top of its head. It's just an oval. It also doesn't have the little protrusions on the end of its abdomen. Very round, less ornate. Whereas if you look at the male, he has those horns on the top of his head. There you can see the 2 horns, and then they also have those pointed parts on the end of their abdomen. They're about the same size though. There's not really a size difference. The males might be slightly bigger. Here are the pair I just showed you's babies. They start out pretty small, so they start off as little nymphs, and as they get older, they look more and more like the adults. Right now they kind of look like mini adults, but more rounded. Obviously they don't get their head protrusions until they reach maturity. Females can lay up to 40 eggs at a time, so if you decide to breed them either as food or as pets, they can have up to 40 at a given moment. And it takes a while for them to actually have the babies. It takes a few months for them to create more babies. So cockroaches in general are not especially great pets for people with asthma, just because they create a powder. These create a little bit less of like a substance that you're allergic to, rather than like your household cockroaches. I have asthma and I haven't had problems, but then again, I have all these other animals in the house that could cause my asthma, so you know, I'm pretty used to it. But yeah, if you have allergies and asthma, roaches might not be the best for you. If you only keep 1 or 2 as pets, they're not gonna cause you that much problems. They're pretty easy to find. Honestly, you can go to Petco and they call them giant islander roaches. They use them as feeders, but honestly, you can get some good sized ones as pets from them. Obviously, you can go to a breeder or get them at a reptile show or a reptile shop. I haven't seen them at my reptile shops really. I got actually mine at Petco. How they hiss is that they force air through their abdominal spiracles. Spiracles are part of the respiratory system for most insects. It's actually through like the teeniest of holes throughout their body. Come on, Jerry. Don't you want to get my hand around this cup? Reptile, I don't appreciate you making noise over there. Come on, Jerry. I don't want to poke you because it's going to scare me. Let's take feet. That's 1 foot. Oh, more feet. Okay. Stay there, Jerry. Sphericals. End of their, almost call it pygidium. What the hell? Head, thorax, and abdomen. What is the largest?
Megaloblatta longa penis.
I'm not saying that. Does it have a longer penis? Oh, that's big. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make him hiss on my hand.
I know. I don't
That's
know.
how scared